Hey, how's it going, everyone? Just back in with another sequence video. So I just posted a lesson on this, but I just thought I would, post a sequence just to add this to the collection. Second Maccabees 7:30 has the sequence of the end times. Absolutely amazing. While she was still speaking, the young man said, "What are you waiting for? I will not obey the king's command, but I obey the command for the law that was given to our ancestors through Moses." Okay, so this is a group of people that care about God's laws more than their own life. Okay, and that's what this whole lesson was about that I'm posting as well. Verse 31, "But you who have contrived all sorts of evil against the Hebrews will certainly not escape the hands of God. We are suffering because of our own sins." Verse 33, this is where the sequence begins. "And if our living Lord is angry for a little while to rebuke and discipline us, he will again be reconciled with his own servants." Okay, that's in verse 33, which is a number oftentimes signifies Christ's return, So then in verse 33, we have a reference to salvation for his own servants. Okay. Verse 34, "But you unholy wretch, you most defiled of all mortals, do not be elated in vain and puffed up by uncertain hopes when you raise your hand against the children of heaven. You have not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty, all-seeing God. For our brothers, after enduring a brief suffering, have drunk of ever-flowing life under God's covenant, but you, by the judgment of God, will receive just punishment for your arrogance." Okay, that's in verse 36. Okay, then it says here, "For our brothers have enduring a brief suffering." Okay, so now this is coded language for the other group of people that have to go through the Great Tribulation, some amount of it because of, their sins. Okay, and so just know that. And there's going to be another group that is going to then receive just punishment for their arrogance. Okay, verse 37, "I, like my brothers, give up my body and life for the laws of our ancestors, appealing to God to show mercy soon to our nation, and by the trials," and listen to this, "and plagues to make you confess that he alone is God." Okay, so that's in the time of the Great Tribulation. God is going to be testing the world with plagues. Okay, that's in Revelation 16, and then that's the beginning of the wrath of God. Okay, this is the time period that they're being referred to here. And through me and my brothers to bring an end, the wrath of the Almighty that has justly fallen on our whole nations." And this is coded language for people who have an ear. "And through me and my brothers to bring an end, the wrath of the Almighty." So this is coded language for Christ returning with his elect. Okay, they're going to be involved in this, like it says here, the end of the wrath of the Almighty, this 30-day period for people to understand the book of Daniel, the 1290 days. Okay, and that's coded language for the elect returning. These 7 men in this second Maccabees are very clearly part of the elect, and so is their mother, because they're righteous. Okay, they're Israelites, they're the chosen, and they behave like this. Okay, and then in verse 39, "The king fell into a rage and handled him worse than the others, being exasperated at his scorn." And then it talks about the mother dying, but in the last days this is going to be flipped. Okay, this is then the king fighting against God, when he returns with his elect. And so this has the sequence of the end times. Okay, salvation, a time of great tribulation, like it says here, plagues and the wrath, Christ returning with his elect, and then a time of battle, between them and the kings, and it's not really a fair fight. They're going to get destroyed. And then the destruction that's happening here is body and soul. It's an everlasting destruction. Okay, hope everyone's doing well. Bye.